Assessment Office.
Yeah, hi. I was hoping to be able to talk with somebody employed there at the sheriff's outfit about some of the policies over at the parish prison. And I've walked around the facility a couple times and doesn't really seem like there's any door, any good place to go in to inquire there. So I was wondering if maybe we stop by your facility on Broad Street, maybe someone would be willing to talk.
No, nobody here can answer those questions. I would suggest I could maybe send you to our security department. I don't know exactly what you're trying to get answered, but
I was just curious to learn a little bit more about the policies, like the conditions, maybe some potential solutions to bring about a better alternative for people caged. And
where are you calling from? I mean, what are you? Are you with a particular group or company, or what's?
Oh, I'm just with myself. I'm just planning to do sort of a write-up or create a video about the situation. And right now I'm out on the street level in between the parish prison and the New Orleans police outfits building.
You probably are going to have to talk to our PR people about that, because, I mean, they're not going to give anybody just randomly information. So let me send you to that person. Hold on.
All right, I appreciate it. Just texting, driving.
Sheriff's Office, may I help you?
Yeah, hi. I was hoping to be able to talk with somebody about the Orleans Parish Prison, just the conditions, what's been changed or being planned to be changed from the consent decree, and just things like that, and just maybe looking for better alternatives. But I'm just right out on the street level and kind of walked around the parish prison a little bit, but didn't really find a good avenue to go about that, so I thought maybe I'd reach out this way and maybe someone could come out from your facility.
What is your name, sir, and what is your affiliation?
My name is Pete, and the last name is... Yes, sir.
That's your first name, Pete?
Yes, right. That's right.
Okay, what's your last name, Pete?
My last name is Eyre. It's E-Y-R-E.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Sure, it's E as in echo, Y-R-E.
Eyre, Pete. Pete Eyre.
Yes, sir.
And what's your affiliation, Mr. Eyre?
I'm just doing this on behalf of my own interests. I think, just try to get more attention on it and try to learn where the situation is.
Are you a resident of the city of New Orleans?
No,
or
I'm not.
You're not? What is your specific question?
I just, I hope to talk with somebody about the state of the Orleans Parish Prison and what's changed since the consent decree, and what better alternatives might be pursued to try to make things improved in that area.
Have you been reading the news reports on the consent decree, sir?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Is there a specific question beyond what's contained in those news reports that you are inquiring about?
I guess I would have questions about the internal policies, but also, I'd like to talk with somebody employed.
What is your specific question about the internal policies?
Well, I guess has anyone been advocating? Anyone at the Orleans Parish Prison been advocating for a change in policy related to the arrests and incarceration of people for victimless acts such as drug offenses, which I have read, constitute a higher proportion of people caged there than other facilities?
Well, I don't think that we're the right source for your question. In terms of who gets sent here, that's a question for the courts. We are simply the last stop in the criminal justice system in terms of who's here. That is controlled by other aspects of the criminal justice system.
Right, I understand that, but I mean, might it be help to change some things? Were some people internal to speak out against the current policies if they thought them not ideal?
Well, sir, I mean, even if someone is brought here on a municipal charge, we can't just arbitrarily release them. We've got to have an order to release them. So, and that has to be issued by a judge. So, in terms of who's incarcerated here, why they're incarcerated here, that is determined by other aspects of the criminal justice system. We are charged with housing them, providing for their care, custody, and control. And we are in the process of building a new inmate housing to improve the number of facilities that we have. We have many facilities. They're old, antiquated, and largely emergency facilities after Hurricane Katrina. So we're trying to get back on a good footing in terms of the inmate housing. But what you're asking about is, I don't think that's something we can answer. And my other question for you is, how do you intend to use it?
Just to encourage people to think about, the status of what's going on and to try to work towards something better if they believe that is in fact needed.
Are you writing a blog, or are you putting it on YouTube?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Yeah, I might create a video. I might make a post just to try to affect the conversation.
Sir, I don't know that I can help you in that process because I haven't been able to discern from this conversation whether you have some specific questions that we can answer. I applaud you for being interested in the system and thinking that we can do things in a different way, and I would encourage you to pursue that line of inquiry. But until we get something specific from you that is related to the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office, I'm not sure I can help.
Yeah, I understand. I guess like going back to my initial questions about maybe some folks internal speaking out if they think some changes are necessary, it kind of parallels with Mr. Collins, Brian Collins, who spoke out. I mean, maybe that will incentivize other people to sort of speak out, or at least work towards implementing some changes. I guess that's.
So you're expecting us to provide you with deputies who would speak out, like Deputy Brian Collins?
Well, I just like to speak with some employees and see what their thoughts are. As people involved in that system, their actions are ultimately it's not just a piece of.
I'm going to recommend to you that maybe you speak with Deputy Brian Collins and he's already spoken out. Maybe you want to speak to him, but I would encourage you to do your own reporting on this.
Yeah, definitely. Is he happen to be working right now?
Have you been reading the news reports?
Well, I know he's working, but I mean, is he like available right now? Is he in the building or?
Deputy Collins has been invited to work. We are expecting his return. We are working with his attorney on that process. So that's all I have to say on that, sir. So thank you very much for your call, and good luck to you in your search.
Okay, could I get your name for my records, please?
Yes, sir. My name is Philip Stelly, Stelly. I'm the Public Information Officer here, and I would suggest to you, sir, that this conversation is unappreciated if you would not use my name, because I'm trying to help you, but I see no way that in my official capacity that I can.
Okay, yeah, I mean, and maybe that's it. Maybe if we step outside of the what we're officially tasked with and like look to our own conscience. I mean, I don't know. You probably have thought about
I don't know
Mr.
what you're talking about, sir. If you've got a specific question for me, and you're with a legitimate news gathering organization, we can talk. But other than that, I'm going to have to get off the phone, and I bid you a good day.
All right, take care.
Seems like, as he said more and more, he may have felt like, oh, I hope the higher-ups don't think I'm saying anything I'm not supposed to. They've invoked the name of a whistleblower.
Right, right. Interesting. Yeah, he, I don't know. He kept wanting more specificity to my questions, which I understand someone in a public information office role, tends to just be asked sort of softball soundbite questions by mainstream media pundits, and I was trying to ask him more like broadly to think outside the box and what could be done and should be done, and he didn't want to really address that. But maybe I was unclear in the way I was asking. But interesting nevertheless. He said we're trying to get back to being great, essentially. So he recognized that it wasn't great, at least now or in the near past. So why should we reward the same institution and the same people who've admittedly failed to continue their actions and even have a bigger footprint?
Yeah, it's interesting that Katrina will be invoked in like an emergency thing. Like supposedly the state of Louisiana is still under emergency provisions because of Katrina, and how many years later is this? 8 years later.
Yeah.
And it seems that during the hurricane, during the storm itself, there wasn't enough emphasis put on actually planning to help people for the emergency. Instead, there was interest in protecting specific neighborhoods, keeping people out of different neighborhoods, rather than just helping people.
Yeah, definitely.
And it seems like it's just continued since then, the state of emergency mentality.
Yeah, even at the prison behind us here, when I was reading today, they said after when Katrina happened, they pretty much, people just abandoned their posts at the prison and let the folks caged be in there. So there was like, sewage water and other things, and they were like lighting their linens to try to get attention from people on the outside through the smoke to try to get some help and whatnot. So pretty professional.
Yeah, it'd be nice if emergencies helped bring people together and solve real problems rather than focus on these periphery issues like the drug war and everything else that's being fought here. But it seems that's not the case. Like the emergency is being exploited to further the idea like, well, we can't solve these problems right now. We have bigger emergencies, bigger fish to fry, and passing the buck.
Yep, definitely. More of the same. Status quo at its finest.